The following program is rated MA and may contain themes that may not be appropriate for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Trendsetters, the school of hard knocks and that attitude era. Yeah, I just wanted to be one of the best. Holding the mic as I'm yelling out D-Generation X. I will remember it. I never forget it. We come a pretty long way. There's so much I can say. It's never really gone away.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Raw Patrol, as we are live from our studios. But Raw is live from the O2 Arena in London, England. This is Monday Night Raw. How is everybody doing?
Doing very well. Thank you for asking. Just getting ready for this. I'm thankful that my social media was not full of spoilers this afternoon.
Oh, you didn't hear that Bam Bam Bigelow came back?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, how about Brooklyn Brawler winning the World Heavyweight title tonight?
Oh, jeez.
Well, there's a difference from spoilers and Fantasyland there, Beth.
Touche.
We all know Brooklyn Brawler doesn't win.
Well, he did beat Triple H, so.
Oh, I was going to say, did he beat Barry Horowitz?
Carl, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Ready for another Monday Night Raw.
Yes, as we do have the Usos making their way into the building.
Well, we know that there's a confrontation of sorts that's going to be taking place tonight.
Yes, we knew we were going to hear from the finalist for the King and Queen of the Ring, but I was wondering if they were going to do the two from Raw and then the two that advanced from SmackDown.
But nobody advanced from SmackDown.
And that turned to crickets.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Just wanted the look of OMD when you realized.
Well,
Might have said that the wrong way.
no, I hadn't. I knew what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted.
Nobody interrupted you. You gave a second to pause. But you probably meant the two that advanced on the show wrong.
Exactly.
So you did say it technically wrong.
Technically.
Because nobody from SmackDown actually advanced to the finals. In fact, only Charlotte from SmackDown advanced to the semifinals because, logic.
Yeah. And we are kicking things off with Oba Femi.
And going to that split screen that we've been seeing lately of Oba coming down, people in the crowd doing the strut or the walk there, all the different signs. It's a cool little additive. I like that.
All the feminists.
What I liked at first was that big shot of the shadow of Oba Femi over the crowd.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That's something I've seen recently from them too, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's a first for me seeing that.
I guess it happens when you have old man eyes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
No, you
I'm the
wouldn't.
young one. But you don't have to be old or young to follow us on the socials. So if you're watching us on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, and you haven't thrown us a like, follow, subscribe, then we ask, what are you waiting for? The Leafs to win? Come on. Just do it, man. Oba's rocking quite the shirt today.
Yes, he is.
Can I say? Looks like the kind of shirt that you would have seen John Travolta wear on Saturday Night Fever, or Saturday Night Fever, the only disco movie he's done.
Yeah.
Or what OMD wears to work on a daily basis during the summer months.
OMD, male gigolo. Oh, but what is Oba gonna say? The crowd is rocking here tonight.
That's what I love about the London crowd, is that they're always a wild crowd. It's actually, well, all of the European audience is just that insane.
Again, it comes back to the how many times do they actually get them? They don't, right? So,
Exactly. It's just that built up, pent up energy, you know?
yeah.
Well, then corporate Christie must be overblown with WWE shows.
Who is he talking? Who is Destiny? Is she a new superstar or something?
I don't know, OMD. As the male gigolo, do you work with a Destiny?
I do not.
I guess Destiny's unknown, Carl. I tried.
I guess so. Just another one add to the list, I guess. We got Destiny, and then we got Kayfabe. And Kay still, nobody knows who Kay is.
But I have heard of Destiny's offspring, you know. Destiny's Child.
Oh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the way he said that kind of gives us who he's going to go after.
I mean, he did make the threat to Jay not too long ago that he was going to go after Roman if he does win the tournament.
True. Well, just the way he said that, he goes, we have two options, the WWE Championship, and then he put a little stank and emphasis on the World Heavyweight Championship.
And we have Jay doing his walk through the crowd here today instead of coming down the aisle for this face-to-face.
That makes sense to me.
I'm going to base this on the logic I've just made, that if we have time for a Jey Uso entrance, chances are we're not getting a Roman Reigns one.
Touche.
And to be fair, I don't think I'd want to get in the ring with with Oba ahead of the match on Saturday.
Why?
Yeah.
Save my energy. Don't want to get beat up.
Don't provoke.
Who said he's coming down for a fight? This could just be a face-to-face.
Jey Uso's a hothead, though.
I know.
Maybe they need to exchange numbers. Perhaps they want to be friends.
Maybe this is all in good sportsmanship because, I mean, even Jay's coming out wearing a button-down shirt.
Or maybe the Yeet Man understands how powerful of an opponent this is going to be, and he just needs to go in there, buckle him now, take out his legs, injure him to the point that he can't compete, and then he is just automatically that champion.
Or maybe Jay has Brock Lesnar on retainer as well.
Well, I guess we'll find out, but Jey Uso is right there, getting himself in that ring. No fear.
I am just seeing him get down off of the ropes and grabbing the microphone. So, while I wait for him to speak, maybe I will make myself a W Energy.
Or if you want to use the code DB Studios on W.GG, you can save yourself 10%.
And if that went by too quick for you, you guys couldn't hear it. There's a little ticker down the bottom for you. You can take a look at that. Gives you the promo code and everything.
You got plenty of time to enjoy that drink, Carl. Because Jey Uso's still doing his thing.
Jay running it back and Oba looking bored.
Oba's one of us.
Well, let me rewind about 10 seconds then, because I was definitely ahead a little bit.
Jay, you shake arenas? Do you know how much the construction costs? I know how long.
I was going to say, no wonder why they're replacing the Saddle Dome in Calgary. It was Jay's fault.
They're hoping to win championships there.
Yeah, that too.
Oh. They didn't want a flood. It'd be hard scooping the water out with only one cup.
That's true.
For some reason, I thought it was 2 cups for them, but yeah, you're right. Yeah. It is only the one.
They don't even have 2 cups in their support system. But Jey Uso throwing bars down.
Oh, yeah.
Not afraid to. But why should he be? As he said, former Royal Rumble winner, former World Heavyweight Champion. Oba. What have you done?
He was very smooth with all of it, too.
Mm-hmm.
But the confidence on Oba's face just says that he's not at all shaken up by what Jay had said to him.
No. Okay. All right. Very, very good promo. from both men. I enjoyed that.
And I guess too, with the amount of matches on Night of Champions that are on the SmackDown side, is you got your triple threat undisputed title. You have both sets of the United States Championships. Raw, where you have both the King and Queen of the Ring. Maybe you do take the Raw to kind of set those matches up, and as well as a steel cage. And then on SmackDown, you focus on the other three.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that steel cage, but yeah.
So I believe it is the 6 matches on Night of Champions, right?
Yes.
Yeah, as I've counted so far, it's only the 6. And hopefully that's the only 6, because that'll help me out as when I go to work on the intro here.
Why is Scrap Daddy always on his phone?
He has a good plan. I mean, he is a general manager, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Go Scrap Daddy.
This is the Adam Pearce I've wanted for a long time.
Oh, I was good with that LA Knights little spiel, little shtick as well. That was just good for me. I don't know what point you guys are at right now, but we're going into a match.
I just had Jimmy and LA walk away from each other.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we're getting LA and Jimmy possibly tonight. And we've got ourselves our women's tag team title match.
Yes, we do have that matchup happening tonight and the women's tag team championships.
Yes.
Kick off the show.
And this has to be absolutely huge for Paige to be back home now defending these women's tag team championships.
Well, of course. It's back home, right? So
yeah.
Makes total sense to me.
As you can see, she's rocking the Union Jack on her gear.
Oh, we're coming to... All right. So if anybody gets to where the commercial break is, and then it jumps right over back into action, it is not allowing me to jump forward at all.
Okay, so you are in commercial break?
Yes.
Okay.
We have 2 minutes and 5 seconds left.
Okay, well, I have an interview with Bayley and Lyra.
Yeah. So as we all pause before we get to that thing, why don't we just let everybody know about all the amazing content that we do have for you here on Turnbuckle Studio.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday night, we are on call as the Raw Patrol is on duty at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday, we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursdays, let us power your dreams with the Xbox Showcase at 9 p.m. Friday, we invite you to come for a ride with the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday, be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. And later in the day, the Locker Room presents Wrestling Recap delivers at 7 p.m. Always be aware that weekend shows can vary in times, as the PLE Patrol and other watch party streams are always a must-see. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day and watch all of the latest episodes on turnbucklestudios.org/shows. And please do not forget to drop a like, follow, and to subscribe to all of our channels, and when the time is right, all you have to do is tap in.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Turnbucklestudios.org is your home for the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program, and there is something for you each and every night of the week. And we want you to meet the team behind those shows. Chris Parrish, Chris Best, myself, Bubba Duke, Logan Thompson, and the Godfather himself, Carl Carafel. Click on our individual links to get our socials and watch our latest weekly live episodic programming. All of that and more at turnbucklestudios.org.
And if by chance you haven't been able to see a banner, just look right up top at your screen. There's a giant one that says turnbucklestudios.org. Don't ask why, because it wouldn't be a .org.
That's right. And right after the bell rings, Lyra hitting that enziguri and going for the quick tag to Bayley. Really isolating Paige here right off the bat.
I'm not even there yet.
Glad you isolated that pause button, as Carl mentioned that he was not there.
You said you were at the interview with them. I just got to that.
And that's where I am too.
But let's go around the block. Who do we have winning this match? Carl, I'll start with you. Who's walking out your women's tag team champions?
There's going to be retention. I don't think that Paige is going to be dropping it at home.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on this one, but I think I'm going to agree with Carl here. I do see Paige and Brie retaining. And it's not just because it is their home, Paige's hometown. It's also simply because Paige and Brie had only just won those belts. So,
I'm going to agree that it is going to be retention, but this match is going to be with shenanigans. I think you could potentially see the Judgment Day. We could potentially see the Irresistible Forces show up. And as well, Paige does have a match on Friday against JC Jane. So with this being a European show, could we see Fatal Influence get involved?
Oh.
I don't think we're going to see anybody from SmackDown come in. I do think this will be just a straight up tag match. But yeah, as much as I want to see new champions, they've had multiple times to push Lyra and Bayley, and they just haven't. So I'm going to agree with you guys. I don't think they do it in Paige's home country of England. So I'm going to go with not only Paige and Brie winning, but I think Paige gets that win for the team as well.
But we also have to factor in that Lyra being from the United Kingdom and from Ireland.
Ireland's not a part of the United Kingdom.
Oh, now I see what OMD was saying. Like right away, running over with that kick. Goodness.
I mean, smart move. Why not do that to take down the veteran as early as possible?
And Bobby's here. Welcome back, Bobby Petito. Great to see you, my friend. Thank you for stopping in as always. We love you here. We appreciate you. And the show wouldn't be the same without you.
Why did when I read that, I imagined Bobby standing there with a lantern and then blowing it out, saying, with that saying?
Maybe he did.
Okay.
He's right there. You can ask him. Bobby, did you have a lantern while you said that?
So I've got
talking with Bobby. He said that he was on vacation, so he wasn't able to, kind of hop on over the last few shows and whatever. But it's very good to have him back. It appears as though he is back home, according to his socials. So welcome back home, Bobby.
Yes. So I've got the Women's World Tag Team Championships and Bayley, along with it looks like Brie in the ring behind them.
Yeah, I just have a match on. I'll let you guys just figure that one out.
The one thing I've been trying to figure out is how do you end the reign of Paige and Brie?
Simple. You have a team to defeat them. Sorry, but I had to answer it like that.
By pinfall or submission in the ring.
Okay, so now that we got the jokes out of the way, how about some legitimate answers?
I mean, it can't get much legitimate than that. But I think this wouldn't be a bad time if like Paige was to be the one who lost. Nikki Bella comes in.
Mhm.
Bella's turn on Paige.
Yeah.
Whoever that team is or could be, I mean, Fatal Influence just makes all the sense to me. They just do. Or you can go with a 3-on-3 there. I don't care.
Yeah. For me, it's Bayley and Lyra really do make all of the sense. But I also wonder if Paige and Brie do retain here tonight, do we maybe get a more aggressive side of Bayley and Lyra? Do they finally turn heel and become a little more aggressive, which I think they need to do?
I don't know.
I don't think you need
I don't
to
think I'm
turn
ready for
heel.
heel
Like,
Bayley yet.
I was going to say, I don't think you need to turn them heel, but yeah, you can keep them aggressive.
But I'm kind of with you. Like, I would like a heel tag team, like on the women's side on Raw, because I do feel every female member of the Judgment Day is like looking at singles opportunities.
Yeah.
And I don't know if like Raquel wants to be a part of the tag team anymore. I don't think Roxanne is looking at tag team, and Liv is definitely not looking into the tag team.
No.
So I would love to see another like a fresh heel women's tag team on Raw. I am noticing Brie just a little quick on the trigger in this match. It's just one thing I've noticed while watching it.
Oh,
I will say, give me a Paige versus Lyra singles match. I am down for that.
Yeah.
we got Bobby Stats coming in saying that He agrees with Fatal Influence beating Paige and Brie Bella for the women's championship or the women's tag titles.
I mean, sadly, they're just like the most fresh of the acts, right? So
Yeah.
you kind of want to go in that direction, but I mean, I know OM Dynamic. You said earlier about the Irresistible Forces. I would love it if they just moved them to Raw.
Yeah.
And if you want to shake them up that way. I get the whole trick and Lash being a couple and keeping them on the same show, but I think this would be a great refresher for not only them as a tag team, but then you can go into something new to do as well.
Wow. That's not what I expected coming out of this.
OMD, read the private chat, dude.
It's okay. I've seen the finish.
Okay.
I just really hate this because you guys really did. You do miss so much that happens in just those 2 or 3 minutes that I'm having to sit here through. I get to watch it. I get to watch the entire thing. Whereas you guys just get pushed to where the commercial break would have ended, right?
Yeah.
Well,
And like it was another 2-minute break for me. I just clicked through 2 minutes. As you mentioned, wow, that is not what I expected. I had just got the finish, the pin right there, right? Just saw the Rampager, the pin, and then you were like, that's not what I expected. So I don't know if that's what you were talking about or if you're talking about the other thing that happened.
I'm talking about the other thing that happened.
Okay, so I'm still about a minute behind then because I knew this was going to happen. So I watched Raw earlier. I'm just going to put it out there. That's why I'm trying to just so I know who wins and who loses. And I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't mention it because I'm like, no, because you stayed off of the spoilers, which is cool. But yeah, that just frustrates me. Like I'm getting to see absolutely everything, and I love that.
Yeah.
But you guys are missing out on so much that happens during that 3-minute break. Like I'm back at a break right now, which is fine. I will just, when it finishes, I'll just fast forward 3 minutes.
See, and I'm actually shocked as usually when you watch the original broadcast and go back, that's not a part of it.
Right. That's what I was thinking too, right? That's why I was like, I'll put it on. It'll be there, and then we'll be good for tonight. Unfortunately not.
Yeah.
I go like I hover over the screen and I like have no option at all to even fast forward anything.
And that's kind of stupid, Carl, because I know the tier of Netflix you have.
Mm-hmm.
It's dumb. It's dumb in my opinion.
Well, the funny thing is I have the same tier Carl has, and sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. So
Yeah.
like, I don't think it matters. I really don't think it matters what kind of subscription you have. I think Netflix just does its own thing.
Yeah, it's the same here.
Bobby, let us know on your end, as you're not only from the United States, but you also watch Raw on Netflix. How does that work for you? It's just so we can get us some clarity on others as well. But
I still have 1 minute just so everybody knows before I can click through the 3 minutes again.
So let's just kind of go around. OM Dynamic, where are you at this time?
I have Chad Gable about to make his entrance.
Okay. Bess, where are you?
I'm watching a replay of what just happened between Lyra and Bayley.
And Carl, what was the last thing you saw?
It was just the beatdown before it went to commercial.
Okay.
Because I'm still with. I got 25 seconds left of the 3 minutes, and it's a advertisement for What's Your Story with Stephanie McMahon.
Okay. So let's then talk about that match. And with the retention, and we don't have new tag team champions, but we did see Lyra Valkyria go aggressive on her partner Bayley at the end. What are our thoughts about that? And chat, let us know what you think about Lyra turning on Bayley.
I love it. It's about time. We need this more aggressive side out of Lyra and maybe get her out of that tag team situation so that she can focus on becoming a singles champion again.
I kind of like how the tables have turned on this one, because when Bayley first joined Lyra, she was on the verge of turning heel and whatnot. And she was going through that whole psychotic phase where she was bipolar. I'm going to just say it. She was basically a bipolar character. But then I like how we just seen the tables turn there, with Lyra being the one who has now flipped the switch on Bayley, that is.
I'm honestly pleasantly surprised with the way that it happened, because yes, I thought the same thing. Like, oh, it's going to be Bayley that's going to do the turn. But they flipped that script on us, and it still, to me, makes sense, because thinking from her point of view, going, I continue to tag with this person. I continue to be the positivity. I continue to try to keep things together, but nothing is working. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's her. I need my separation now.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to kind of put it in a different way of thought here. But Best, you touched on it. At the beginning, it was Bayley showing signs of, is she, like, what side is she on, more or less? Mm-hmm. And she was showing those signs of maybe there's dissension, maybe there's not. We know right now, Lyra acted out and she lashed out at Bayley physically. Could this be a sign of just her now lashing out to a point where then Bayley not only understands it, but maybe this is a way for both of them to come together and do that ultimate turn together, because now Bayley understands Lyra is willing to go to the same ways Bayley has before and was doing so before Lyra kind of pulled that away.
All right. I like that way of thinking. Yeah. Essentially, she acted out, as you say. She lost it for a moment. But maybe this is a Bayley now going to go, oh, man, that's what I was doing. And have that little bit of forgiveness and be like, I understand. Let's come together and let's be even more of a powerful force type of thing, right? Is that kind of...
Yeah, it's like maybe this is what we're missing, and why we're not getting those titles is because we got to let this side of us both out.
Okay. Just so everybody knows, I have the Alpha Academy in the ring with Chad Gable right now.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
They're coming to the ring for me.
Okay.
See, I've still got just Chad Gable at the start of his entrance now.
And I got to say, they're called now the Alpha Babes, Carl.
Okay.
I think that Academy part was gone after Gable.
It does say Alpha Academy on their Titantron.
I know, but they have the Alpha Babes thing on their shirt. So
they've had the Alpha Babes for months on their shirts.
Yeah. But this is going to be interesting. I'm very intrigued to see what Chad has to say to them.
Yeah.
For that matter, I wonder if they're going to bring up Maxine and what she's been doing with Austin Theory lately.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's a lot to bring up outside of the whole. She's been found hanging out with him. I know we've seen the backstage segments with Tozawa and Otis saying he's bad news, and then she just said, "Well, I think he's misunderstood."
Yeah.
But this whole segment goes back to, what Rey Mysterio said last week about how there's people in your past that you need to say you're sorry to. It's not just us. Like, you need to go back a little farther than the El Grande Americano.
It's all emotion so far. This is good.
Yeah, I like how sincere Chad Gable is really trying to be towards the Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
And notice that Chad Gable is doing this on his own. He's not doing it with the Creed brothers. He's not doing it with Ivy Nile. Everything he's been doing right now has been on his own accord.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder, where do the Creed brothers stand in this whole situation?
I don't know, because he thought when they said that we want to revamp our tag division, that means Creed brothers on TV.
Yeah. Yeah. You would have thought so.
I mean, yeah, I did. But, I've been told before I'm a little too logic at times.
And I would have loved to have seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Bobby coming in saying, I hope after tonight's men's tag team match, we will see the Creed brothers. It's been a while. I forgot just how rough Chad's left ear looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Maxine's spitting truths here right now.
Yeah.
Hard truths. I like this, Maxine. No, Otis. Just no. No. Yes. Oh, what I loved about that entire thing is that it shows Yes, there are consequences for your actions, and sometimes when you hurt people, there is no recovery from that. Wow.
What I loved about this was just how human it made Chad Gable look, within tone, also empowering and showing how human Maxine, Otis, Tozawa look. And Tozawa's known to never really speak for himself enough or at all. And Otis always seems to listen. And then when he does talk, you're like, crap. But you listen. He garners your attention with the few words he does speak. When Maxine lashed out, it just shows you what you're saying, that consequences, but also saying, hey, just because you're sorry doesn't make it all good.
Exactly. Wow. You know what is good, though? Making sure that you have some merchandise from Turnbuckle Studios. If you don't have any yet, I think you really need to go check out what we have available and get yourself some merch.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, turnbucklestudios.org is your home for the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. And we want you to visit our merch shop, which is 100% powered by Redbubble, so it is completely safe and secure. Support your favorite shows and your favorite podcasters. Wear what we wear. And all of those proceeds come back into our studios to bring you a better experience. On top of all of that, when you make a purchase, tag us on the socials, send us a pic. We will give you a live shout out on air during one or more of our many weekly programs. All of that and more, turnbucklestudios.org.
And Father's Day just happened. And I want to give a huge congratulations to my friend Jason, who was able to be gifted a Jesus is my tag team partner shirt from the studio's store. Congratulations on that. Enjoy the shirt. I hope you love it as much as we do.
Right now, we've got Dragon Lee and Ethan Paige, and this should be one fantastic contest.
And we all know that this is definitely going to have some Intercontinental Championship consequences. So I can only imagine this has Ethan Paige written all over it.
No, I didn't see, but did you guys happen to see if Rusev is hanging around with Ethan Paige out there somewhere?
He is not.
No, he's not. Because I had to fast forward again because the commercial break had happened, but I got to see the entrance of Ethan Paige. And then he was in the ring. He was on the mic. He cut a good promo.
So I'm way behind now because I'm just a Dragon Lee getting to Ray.
Why do you keep pausing?
No, I haven't paused in a while.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, we're already about a minute into this matchup, so
I'm currently.
I am at least.
No, I'm currently paused because I was at the graphic saying Dragon Lee versus Ethan Page up next.
Oh, I just skipped ahead to get into the match.
I love the way that Ethan Page, when he goes to throw his opponent's face into the turnbuckle, also adds his boot just to give it a little bit more of a impact.
Which is smart.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I love about Ethan Page is just his logic and that he does bring in. It's very Kevin Owen-esque. As for a while, I think a lot of people have always said Kevin Owens he makes you feel less insulted when maybe the product would insult your intelligence a little bit. Kevin Owens legitimizes the fact that you watched before.
Right.
I think Ethan Page does something not only very similar, but also says, look, I'm just not cookie cutter like everything is. It's not always going to be repetitive with me. I will be a little different, but I'll be different in the way that it makes sense.
Bobby, I agree with you. I like that they're, kind of showcasing a little bit more some talents that would be in Intercontinental title contention picture, and seeing them in singles matchups and not really having any interferences or anything like that happen, where we're just able to see each person being who they are and showcased.
Yeah, what I'm liking about this is it is a story about the title, but it's more about the story of who should be the number one contender to that title.
I was just thinking, imagine if Ethan Page does win and he does go after the title once again. Are we lining up for part 2 at Saturday night's main event with Penta and Ethan Page for the Intercontinental Championship?
I think we have to be.
Take my money if that's the case.
We don't have to pay for Saturday night's main event. We can watch it on YouTube.
Shh. Just take it.
It's not a far flight. It's not a far flight to New York City. Can buy a ticket.
Oh, see now something like this. So I'm in my 3-minute break again here. Nobody needs to do anything about it, but they just did something during this time that I thought was pure, beautiful innovation that you guys aren't going to get to see. So Ethan Page had Dragon Lee, took him over to the ropes. He was laying across the bottom rope, and he took Dragon Lee's mask and the tassels on the back. He tied them together and then started stomping on him. And there was nothing he couldn't get out. He could without removing that mask off of his face. Right? The referee got in there quick with the 4 count and then untied him. But I wish you guys could have seen that, because it's like a really cool part to the show.
And that's why, Carl, I've been saying about those commercial breaks when you go to watch Raw or SmackDown afterwards, the cuts between like the go to commercial and the comeback from commercial are incredibly weird.
Bobby coming in saying All Ego Ethan Page should be the next Intercontinental Champion. I agree, Bobby. I agree.
Yeah. I have to wonder if we're speculating already on Ethan Page versus Penta 2 at Saturday night's main event, do you then go to that triple threat match with Rusev in there at SummerSlam?
I get a feeling it's going to involve more than just the three of them at SummerSlam. Especially with Dragon Lee throwing his hat in there. Rey Mysterio seems to have thrown his hat in there. Wouldn't surprise me if Javon Evans, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if JD steps back into the picture.
What about Dirty Dom Mysterio? I think he's looking to grab his Intercontinental title back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bob.
Yeah, Chad Gable
too. Yeah,
I mean, the list goes on and on right now. Like that mid card for the Intercontinental title is looking pretty stacked, in my opinion.
I think Dom probably would like one more crack at the IC title so he can surpass his dad and become a 3-time Intercontinental champion.
you guys, let me know when you get to the finish.
I just got the finish.
Yeah, I just got it.
Okay. The only issue I have with Ethan Page's finish is I wish it was just a little more perfect-esque. I wish he wouldn't let go. I wish he would just hold on to it to get into the pin.
Well, what's crazy is he used the Ego's Edge, which is a Razor's Edge in NXT. So he's had to change it up since he's been back to the main roster.
Right.
But he also uses the Twisted Grin, which is a twist of fate.
Yeah.
But no, I do see where you're coming at, Carl. Like, I do wish that he locked it in better in bridge and hit that bridge a little bit more cleaner on his part.
Right.
And I did notice that he
would be nostalgic. Right. For those newer fans that maybe have not seen anything from Mr. Perfect, they're going to be like, wow, that is the most amazing thing. Right. So you're making several generations of fans happy.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, we didn't notice that on the left eye of Ethan Page, he was cut in some way. I wonder if they were told to rush and go home just so doctors can look at him. They tend to do that overseas due to the fact that if they do have to require hospital attention, that they would like it to be minor and not exactly a major operation.
Right.
And to be fair, a cut on the side of the eye, that can definitely impair your vision, which would screw up how you are in the ring.
And you can't even cross the impairing vision because that's really going to interfere to what the Street Profits plan to do later tonight.
Yes.
Come on, that was such a good transition.
That really was. And that's my segue was a little bit on the unintentional side.
Hey, I'm just someone who picked up something and ran with it. As ironic as it was, the very next thing we got was a backstage segment with the Vision and the tag titles. So I thought that was funny. I, for one, though, do think we are going to see new men's tag champions tonight.
Yeah.
Given the fact that Bron has that steel cage match with Seth.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. I think I got Street Profits actually winning this one. And I like what they're doing with the Street Profits now. They're a bit more on the aggressive side. And I'm all in on that run.
Well, they made Montez Ford more of a guy who doesn't take crap from people. And then Dawkins is right there with them. And they haven't really made them like I'm so happy they went away with this dissension tease stuff with this team, because I'm just getting tired of, hey, we don't have any plans for a tag team. Let's tease dissension, because it hasn't been done 50,000 times before. let's get a little creative. Let's just
Yeah.
put them in a position to where they have something else. This is what we're missing out of tag teams. It's just maybe a feud away from the titles.
Yep. Yeah, just a feud for a feud. Like, why not? We used to get that a lot in the 90s and in the 80s, just tag teams feuding because they hate each other, not because they want a shot at the tag titles.
Why is Austin Theory's body language so boring? See how he was standing? It's like he's a mannequin or something.
Right?
Like, who actually can hold their arms perfectly straight like that for so long?
I got no idea.
Andy.
Oh, Drew McIntyre, can you swing over to Raw? Logan Paul just said he's healing faster than people. We need to re-injure that tricep. I know you know a thing about hurting triceps.
Yep. No, he just prays for it, and it happens.
And then find whatever Scottish god you can follow and pray again. But on the theory of Logan Paul, make sure you subscribe to Turnbuckle Studios on YouTube.
No, I've got commercial.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long?
2 minutes and 19 seconds now.
Okay, that's what I'm sitting at as well.
I'm at
Okay.
210.
I know a great way to mess up 30 seconds of that.
Let's do it.
And that is.
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, video games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, turnbucklestudios.org is your home for the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. If you have ever wanted your break in podcasting, content creation, or to help us out behind the scenes, hit the join button. Send us your creds by email. Tell us how you can help us, how we can help you. We will sit down as a collective and find the right fit. All of that and more, turnbucklestudios.org.
And I can honestly say, if it wasn't for the help and support that I received, the invitation from Joe in the beginning to the help from, other people like the people within the Hameen Media Group with Jargo and with RBV, with Ryan K. Bowman, to Love Wrestling with Spencer Love and, making friendships with people like JPJ and Pluggo, and being able to kind of take in a little bit of everything from all of them. I don't even know that we would have Turnbuckle Studios really as much as it is, because it is all about the helping of everybody. And I'm very thankful for those, that helped shape all of this. And we want to give back as well. And this is just, one way that we can do what we can to help give back.
Plus, we just get bored of each other, so we want more people to buy.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
It's the same 2 to 6 ugly mugs each and every week in each and every show.
I know. That's why we have to get you off. I mean, me off screen sometime.
Earlier, Bobby was asking about Sol Ruka. She's got a little promo package for her right now. He was asking what's next for Sol Ruka as the women's intercontinental champion. I don't know. There could be a lot of contenders for that championship, and it'll be real interesting to see who is going to be maybe the next one to kind of step up to try to take that.
If the Lyra turn is actually her breaking up with Bayley, then I think Lyra could be that next contender.
Well, I mean, Lyra would do something with Bayley if that's going to be the thing, right?
Mm-hmm. But it could lead to an intercontinental title match.
Sure. I'm looking though right at Judgment Day. Mentioned earlier, all three women are looking at something singles.
Yeah.
Could we see Roxanne or even Raquel? I mean, I think I'm dialing in more on Roxanne because I do think Raquel is noticing the selfishness of Liv.
Right.
I'm going to go based off of what we saw earlier tonight with Maxine telling Chad Gable, we're going to leave you alone. And we are talking about a former women's intercontinental champion. Could this be the influence of Austin Theory and the Vision?
And I'm very, very good with a Maxine Dupree as well. I want to throw Ivy Nile in there too. I don't think that she gets enough love. I don't think that she gets enough screen time. I love her work. And I would love to see her carry that championship for a little bit and maybe see what she can do to not necessarily elevate it, but maybe bring a little bit more realism and prestige to it. When I see Sol Ruka, I'm thinking, she's just this over the top type of character. She's playing this role as a champion. And while that may be who she is, I feel that there's a lot more reality with Ivy Nile. And that could really bring back to, just a more humanized type of, hey, this is a champion type of thing.
Well, I was thinking of Ivy Nile last night, and I was thinking two other women that would actually be a great fit alongside her to control the women's tag team and, of course, the Intercontinental would be the Ren QCC from NXT. You bring up Ren Sinclair and
Kendall Gray. Well, Kendall Gray is going after the NXT championship on Sunday. So I think, and then we know Ren Sinclair is the current speed champion down there. So they'd have to drop those, or either drop one title, not win the other for that. I think we're far removed from getting them on in the main roster, at least a year, maybe two. Yeah, Kendall Gray might be closer than Ren Sinclair.
Now, since you guys mentioned NXT, a woman who recently just had a match in NXT that we haven't seen on the main roster in ages, that I could 100% see going after the Intercontinental title is Natty.
Yeah, that's exactly what Bobby's saying in the chat right now. And I'm gonna think if we're throwing potentials out there, this is one where I would love to see somebody like an EO go down, add that little bit of extra star power to the Intercontinental title. We saw how good Becky was with that strap and how much that really elevated the title. I think EO could help elevate Sol Ruka in a way that maybe Sol Ruka, or at least a lot of people, don't think she's capable of. But then you go over on the SmackDown side and say, hey, okay, they just got Finn Balor. We could begin CM Punk. There's been a lot of people kind of moving. You could look at a Jordan Grace. You could look at a Chelsea Green. Maybe even somebody who's not being featured very well in a Candice LeRae would work better on a Raw.
Carl's all grins right now because Liv Morgan is on his screen.
Either that or he learned a lot of Japanese from Asuka and now he knows what Io is saying.
I removed my headphones, as I'm sure you guys saw. I removed my headphones because I could not listen to her anymore. Could not.
But I love the question that was put out by the commentators as Io was making her way to the ring. If she was to win, what is her path? Does she go and face her best friend in Rhea? Or does she go for another crack at Liv Morgan? Because we know what Liv is going to do if she wins. She's going for both titles.
Yeah.
That pathway is obvious.
Man, did Liv just deck her?
I've got to say, I mean, my thoughts are we've got to keep Io away from the world title for a little while. But I think if she does that, she has to go after Liv. You're not going to, I don't really want to see a run back of Io and Rhea. I don't want to see this Judgment Day versus everybody rivalry because it seems like everybody the Judgment Day faces, it's just been long running for 2 years. So I don't really want to see that match either. I'd rather see Liv say, I'm the champ. I won Queen of the Ring. I'm taking the night off.
Yeah, but you know that one of the GMs is going to be like, nah, that's not how this works.
Well, plus Liv's already stated if she wins, she's facing Virgin grabbing both titles.
she just
so this whole night off thing, nobody's going to do that, even though it would make sense. But if you don't have a night off, you don't get the paycheck, and we all know how selfish on-screen wrestlers are.
Yeah.
But like, I will also put this out: if Liv Morgan is to win and she is to face Rhea, we all know there were two people that always wanted to work with each other on the main stage that never had quite yet. They've worked against each other, but never with each other in the sense of attack. They both have the same initials, and that is Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley. Noticing how much we can see that Raquel is noticing the selfishness around Liv. Could this be the time we see Raquel turn on Liv and help Rhea? So Liv may win the Queen of the Ring, but she doesn't fulfill her quest of being a double champion.
I think that's a large possibility. I really do. I think that is very much so a way that it could go. We've been seeing it for a little bit now, where this is, she's kind of noticing, right? So very soon could be that time that she just makes it happen.
But we've also been seeing the tease for the dissension between Roxanne and Liv. And I wonder if you're going to get potentially Roxanne proving her loyalty to Liv in the Judgment Day in that match instead.
I think we definitely could, right? And that could lead again to Raquel going, how does she have everybody so brainwashed? Yeah. I'm not that way. Time for me to get out of this toxic trouble.
But I wonder as well, could we see something like what DX pulled a number of years ago? Liv goes, wins the title, and then does that laydown to give Raquel or Roxanne that women's title on SmackDown.
See, I don't see Liv doing that at all because she could become drunk with power with both those belts.
Or she's more like Shawn Michaels, as he was famously quoted as, I don't lay down for absolutely nobody.
Yep.
But Dirty Dom's on our screen. Now, that was a great transition.
Well, for some of you, or for some of us.
Yeah.
But
I will
before
get to that soon.
Yeah, before that though, we had Solo and the Usos talking about Jake talking with
Jacob and
the Usos. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
About where Solo is, because I completely forgot. Solo's supposed to show up tonight to give his answer for what Jacob had asked him on SmackDown of whether or not he's going to be joining Roman Reigns and whatnot.
Well, he didn't really say he was going to go for an answer. He just said that, more or less, that she'll come to Raw because if they're going to attack his family, he's going to do the same to Jacobs. So,
But could this match be where Solo makes that appearance? We are looking at Jimmy Uso versus LA Knight here and now.
yeah, I think that has to be it because we would have already seen Roman by now. I don't think we're going to get any more of Jay. It would just also be weird if like Solo gets involved.
Roman was
during
announced.
this match.
Roman was announced to be here tonight, wasn't he?
Nope.
I thought he was for some reason.
No, it'll be next week that we get Roman Reigns returns to Raw.
I think there may have been advertisements saying that he will be in London, but not necessarily on the show, right? Could be there for different reasons, for, press or autograph sesh, stuff like that.
Yeah, doing the ambassador stuff, basically.
Right. And as the, holding championships, right? Like that's, kind of what you should be doing.
Yep.
Now, okay, so did you guys see the Danhausen segment?
Yes.
Okay. Good segment.
Yes.
Oh, really good segment.
Yeah, anything with Danhausen's just good.
And I'm just glad that you guys did, because there's it'll give context to stuff later. And I should be back essentially to where you guys are at. I got the two of them on the outside of the ring.
Yeah.
Just past the announcer's desk.
Yeah, I just had LA Knight rolling back in and Jimmy pulling him out.
Michael Cole, you don't even get an A for effort for the listening on that part. It's like, who does LA now want to get to? Roman Reigns. Who does he have to go through to get to Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns. Come on, Michael.
Right.
I know you're a Knicks fan and they just won the title, but the parade is not tonight.
He's also a Jets fan.
Yeah. And that should keep him in line.
Well, I like the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah, me too.
I would like them if they sent us their goalie.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Well, he could be traded. It's very likely.
He's asked out.
Oh, it looks like there's a shoe undone.
That was one of the most annoying things that's happened to me in the ring is my shoes coming undone when I'm wrestling.
I used to untie everyone's shoes. It was funny. I once had somebody in a nice little hold, and I decided to undo the official's boot, only to then tell him his shoes untied, only then to go in a little spot before he had the opportunity, and then after that spot, put back at the local nice little chin lock, and then
Ooh.
undo the other boot when he wasn't looking.
Oh, jeez.
You were channeling your inner Owen Hart there, weren't you?
Woo!
Because that's a prank I've heard several wrestlers tell about Owen.
So I'm back into what would be a commercial break again. Still getting the action. And again, I just feel bad for you guys because you don't get to continue to watch.
My action hasn't stopped.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I've got LA Knight in the corner and Jay in the opposite corner right now.
Yep. That's exactly where I'm at.
Or sorry, Jimmy.
It's a new self.
I mean, it's pretty easy to tell which one's which. One's over and one's not now.
Right?
I just saw a bunch of chops happen and then a pin attempt.
I mean, as much as they don't really have a lot for Jimmy, it is kind of nice to see him get some matches in, have something on the card, despite the fact that Jay's going for the King of the Ring. Roman's the world heavyweight champion. He does, by default, look like the weak link in the bloodline right now.
Yeah. Well, and I've said Jimmy needs something more because he is sort of now trying to be that bridge and that peacemaker between this iteration of the bloodline and the rest of the locker room. And maybe we need some more aggression from him. Maybe you move him to SmackDown to work on his own instead of working with Solo, because we saw him work with Jacob after Solo kicked him out.
Mm.
So maybe it's time Jimmy goes off, does his own thing, and builds up some singles credibility.
Well, I think that if Jay's not winning the King of the Ring, that you just simply go back to the Usos being a tag team after King of the Ring or after Night of Champions.
Well, I mean, I think if you do want to put some more emphasis on the tag team division, having a weapon in your arsenal like the Usos would be pretty damn good, if you ask me.
Yep.
And then you can have, say, the Creed brothers come in. You already have the Street Profits. Logan Paul's quick to come back, so you can have the vision there. If you want to do more with Otis and Tozawa, that's a thing. And then you're off to the races with somewhat of a division, and then obviously when emergency, you break glass and you can put Penta and Phoenix right there.
Mm-hmm.
For a big time match of Usos against the Lucha Bros. That's a Mania or SummerSlam type match.
So is what Bobby's saying with the Usos and Street Profits. If the Profits win tonight, the Usos and Street Profits at SummerSlam, that's a money tag team match right there. But if you also want to keep Jimmy on the single side, if you want to keep him on Raw, you could even throw him into that Intercontinental title picture as well.
Yep. Because I think, again, if Jay is to lose the King of the Ring, I think his emotion actually gets the better of him, and he's going to snap on everybody. Because Roman could lose it on him, and then Jay can come back and just, super kick Roman. And there is Solo.
The crowd kind of gave it away. They all stood up and started looking away from the match there.
Oh.
What irony is that? Because it was Solo. It's the reason why LA Knight isn't continuing on in the King of the Ring tournament.
Right.
But is the reason why LA Knight defeats Jimmy Uso. So that's, only in wrestling that can make sense.
But you can tell that LA Knight, sure, he took advantage of that, but I don't think he really liked having to do that at the same time.
No. And I think that was Solo's answer to Roman.
But just not the finish.
Mm-hmm.
FYI.
But was Charles Robinson watching? Did he see Solo do that?
No, he was checking on LA Knight on the other side of the ring.
Yeah. Montez Ford is creepy as you know what. It's promo. I don't know why, but I love it.
No, they said that that was his answer. I mean, that answer was signed, sealed, and delivered. Yeah, looks like he is not joining.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, and again, he mentioned too, on SmackDown that if something is done to his family, he'll go straight back to Roman's. And that was kind of, I think, Solo once again keeping to his word, saying he's going to do something and then acting upon it. I'm seeing a lot of honest characteristics out of Solo lately. A lot more passion, a lot more standing on his own 2 feet and fighting for what he stands for. And I can respect Solo a little bit more lately because of that. I mean, we talk about Chad Gable and him showing the accountability. Solo's taking a lot more accountability for the path he's choosing to take in terms of who he aligns himself with and his loyalty.
And right now, Solo is kind of a man on his own island because Tala and Tama there's a little bit of dissension with them two right now with Solo as well. So at this point, Solo's got to take a lot of things into his own hands right now.
So now I've gone into another commercial and I'm getting another Danhausen segment.
I'm looking at the London skyline.
Okay.
Yeah, prior to that, I had I'm looking at the same thing, and prior to that, we had a little quick promo for the Great American Bash this Sunday.
Yes, and we'll be able to check that out on Sunday. But if you want to know what you're checking out every other day of the week, well, cue for me to shut up right now.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday night, we are on call as the Raw Patrol is on duty at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday, we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursdays, let us power your dreams with the Xbox Showcase at 9 p.m. Friday, we invite you to come for a ride with the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday, be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. And later in the day, the Locker Room presents Wrestling Recap delivers at 7 p.m. Always be aware that weekend shows can vary in times, as the PLE Patrol and other watch party streams are always a must-see. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day, and watch all of the latest episodes on turnbucklestudios.org/shows. And please do not forget to drop a like, follow, and to subscribe to all of our channels, and when the time is right, all you have to do is tap in.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. TurnbuckleStudios.org is your home for the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program, and there is something for you each and every night of the week. We want you to meet the team behind those shows. Mr. Best, Mr. Parrish, myself, Logan Thompson, Bubba Duke, and Carl Carafel. Click on our individual links to go and get our individual socials so you can connect with us out on the interwebs and watch our latest weekly episodic programs. All of that and more, turnbucklestudios.org.
And just to add to that, on Saturday, we will be doing the PLE Patrol for Night of Champions. That will be, if I'm not mistaken, 1 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah.
Which I don't think that really factors into any changes for Saturday Night Gaming.
No, Saturday Night Gaming is still going ahead as planned.
And what's going as planned is also Wrestling Recap on Sunday. We'll be staying at the same time. We will also be doing a watch party as well. So you are absolutely loaded with stuff going on. And if by chance you haven't followed Turnbuckle Studios on Discord, we'll do so, because on Saturday at, I believe it's 4 p.m. Eastern time, if you are invited, you have a chance to watch TNA Slammiversary with some of us during the event, and you don't want to miss that. But that's only going to be live on Discord, so come check out and be invited to Discord. We will show up a link. I believe we have one here, if I'm not mistaken.
Hopefully this one still works.
I will check just to see what we do have. I do think one is in the description on YouTube as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, YouTube under the community, there is a link to it there as well. You can check out the YouTube community for us. It is there for you, and you can just click on that and it'll take you right to the Discord.
Right now, we've got a sit-down interview with Seth and Corey Graves. But just before that, the Judgment Day were all together in the locker room. And Liv had some pretty interesting things to say. She told Dom and JD to go after her Penta to take the Intercontinental title off him. Sent Raquel to go after Sol Ruca to take the Intercontinental title off of her. But there was one thing that I think Liv had said there that took me for a surprise because of what Raquel was saying beforehand. But she had said that she wished it was Liv and Roxanne in the finals and not Raquel.
I wonder if it's that because she always looks at Raquel as being someone that wouldn't fight her.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I will say, Seth Rollins, who's not like dressed like he's on a fashion week, he looks normal. His hair is looking solid. Why can't we get this Seth Rollins a little bit more? I think he looks pretty damn good.
Oh, the tag team titles are up next.
I'm not mistaken, that's tonight's main event match.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Chad and Adam right now. Oh, I totally forgot that Dom was looking for an apology from Chad too.
Isn't it ironic that it was Chad Gable's version of El Grande Americano that was actually helping Dominic Mysterio times
Right.
two? Your money, your problem. So good.
So it looks as though Dom is sending JD next week to face Chad Gable,
Yeah, and that's a match I can't wait to see.
right?
I love JD, just puts his hand up.
Well, that was because Adam Pearce said, "If assuming the doctor clears you, doctor."
Just keep this version of JD going for a few weeks. It's quite entertaining.
Right?
Yep.
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And to help everybody out as well, QR code on your screen right now that will take you to the Discord as well. I'll leave that up for a few minutes here. And what are you guys at right now on your screens?
The rundown of the Night of Champions card.
Yeah.
Okay. Which?
Jade and Tiff.
Yeah, Jade and Tiffany.
Okay. That's where I am as well. Perfect.
And notice that on this, all women are actually in their full body suits because they are competing in full body suits as they're going to Saudi Arabia. I don't think I've seen that before on the graphics prior to the event in Saudi Arabia before.
I don't think so either. I don't think I've ever seen it either.
Yeah, come to think of it, I don't believe so either. Interesting note. I like that.
I may have to go back and watch the previous Saudi build-ups, maybe. I don't know. To see if they've done that before.
I just got to go to the Royal Rumble. I think that was the last one in Saudi.
Yeah, I mean, like, watch maybe the last Raw before that Rumble or something.
Yeah.
Street Profits on my screen now.
Yeah.
Cups are dropping. You know, they've always, we want the smoke. So why don't they use a fog machine to give them a little bit when they're coming out?
Because then they have the smoke.
But that's what they want. They keep saying, we want the smoke.
Yeah. But if it's there, that means they already have it. So they wouldn't be wanting something. So that makes their tagline bad because...
Just because I've had a Wagyu steak once doesn't mean I don't want it again.
No, depends if it was a bad one. Because if it was a really bad one,
I have never had a bad Wagyu.
But at the same time, you may have had a Wagyu that's not an actual Wagyu, because a lot of restaurants will say it's Wagyu when it's not.
Oh, do you know who I am? I buy my own. I got sources.
But I know OM Dynamic, you said you didn't get any spoilers. I'm getting one right on my screen because the Street Profits are wearing colors that just tell me they're winning. I mean, when you wear that black and gold, you're a champion in my book. So I already now know Street Profits. I see what you're doing.
And I guess because they're wearing black and silver, that the Vision are fine with taking second place.
I mean, nobody likes Las Vegas teams anyway.
No.
True.
But conspicuous by his absence for the Vision is Paul Heyman.
I mean, they have Logan Paul.
Hopefully he's got those brass knucks with him in London.
Well, I mean, he probably borrowed some from William Regal.
Probably.
It's very possible.
Maybe I'm just hungry, but you're comparing Logan Paul to Paul Heyman.
No,
It's
I
like
said
comparing Wagyu beef to skirt steak.
Yeah.
Oh, you got.
And yes, Paul Heyman being the Wagyu. Don't mix up my words here.
You got skirt skins. How did he know? That was my.
Again, I got sources.
Carl was able to acquire Lady Gaga's meat dress there from the Super Bowl a number of years ago.
So Logan Paul's on our screen.
I have an NDA on that. Shut your mouth.
And I feel like I'm Oba from the original segment saying, I don't do this, and you guys do it anyway.
Yeah. I heard you, Parrish. I was going to jump in on the match as well.
Look who else went to visit Danhausen.
Nah, she's always looked like that.
Oh, okay.
Well, Alicia Taylor, man, she's a rock star. She actually sings metal, which is amazing.
Yes.
And she was the female member of Undisputed Era because she still shocks the system.
Oh, look at you go.
I know. Nobody writes my material. It just comes from the noggin people. This is the first time I've noticed the shield in that title. Just right there in the center. Part of me kind of wishes they didn't put the circle in the middle. They just put the W on the shield. That would have been a little nicer.
I agree.
A little much. I think I would have much more preferred Austin Theory to be a part of the Judgment Day than the Vision.
Oh, you think so?
There's just, there's a level of believability that is lost with me in Austin Theory. Because he's good in the ring, don't get me wrong. but I just don't buy him as a tough guy.
Yeah, there's a part of me that's missing that cocky side of Austin Theory.
It's not cocky, I get from him, but I just don't feel that, if say it becomes like a bar fight, I just don't see him doing what like a Bron Breaker would do. I don't see him doing what a Drew McIntyre would do, a CM Punk would do, a Roman Reigns would do. Like Cody, I get that grit. I'm not getting really a lot of grit out of Austin Theory.
See, I think Austin Theory and the Judgment Day would have just fit into Carlito's spot and been the comedy aspect of it. Because I will say this, I far prefer, like, I love Austin Theory in the ring, but I like his mic work 100 times better than Bron Breaker's.
Yeah. And I think maybe that's where it bugs me, because he talks the talk, but I don't always see him walk the walk. Whereas at least Braun always walks the walk. He might just not know how to talk the talk.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But I mean, isn't that Brock Lesnar 101?
Yep.
Yeah.
Till he tells Heath Slater what he thinks about his kids. Oh, Heath. That's just it. He has so many kids, so many mouths to feed, but he just can't do it alone. It's like he needs a little bit of help. So, why don't we check this out?
A Turnbuckle affiliation program is looking for more people. If you have passion level for pro wrestling, sports, videos, games, or something else, then Turnbuckle Studios is the place to be. If you have ever wanted to pursue content creation and want to join our team, then we would love to have you. Check out turnbucklestudios.org or contact us by email today, because your future is now, and we want you to tap in.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, turnbucklestudios.org is your home for the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program. If you have ever wanted your break in podcasting, content creation, or to help us behind the scenes, hit the join button. Send us your creds by email. Tell us how you can help us, how you believe we can help you. We will sit down as a collective and find the right fit. All of that and more at turnbucklestudios.org.
Carl, how's that Dubby drink going for you?
Honestly, I am loving it.
What flavor did you pick up?
Flavor that I was sent was the Dragonade. W itself is just, it's been fantastic for me, honestly. I love the taste. I love the flavor. Everything has just been so good with it. I don't feel any crash from it. It really just kind of helps me out continuously during the day. And then through the evening when I have to be at work as well. There's 0 sugars that are in it. No artificial colors or dyes. There is a secret formula. There's no hidden ingredients, and it's even gluten-free as well. You're never going to taste anything like this from anywhere else, because they are all custom made by W themselves. Each drink is going to come in at about $1 per drink, which is cheaper than that Starbucks or Timmy Ho-Ho's. The product is made in the USA and shipped available to us in Canada, which is absolutely fantastic. So definitely go and check some of that out, because, well, I'm just a super big fan of it so far. And make sure that you are checking it out at w.gg. Use our code TB Studios and you can save yourself some cash on the product itself.
Yeah, I honestly can't wait till I get my hands on some of that W myself.
And I'll be honest, I got the Joker shaker with it as well. It looks great. It feels nice in the hand. It's easy to shake. It has just been amazing for me as well. So if you're looking for a new shaker, go with one of those. They have some good shakers going on. They're just fantastic. I love it. We were talking about Heath Slater earlier, and Bobby saying that he just got announced for NWA 7-8 that is happening July 25th. That's very cool. Good for him.
Yeah.
I was
got to feed them kids.
After you guys were talking about Heath Slater, I was literally going to ask, where has he been? And Bobby answered without even having for me to ask.
There you go.
I mean, he doesn't get the nickname Bobby Stats for nothing.
Right? So kudos to you, Bobby, on that one. Are we going to see an ejection here?
Yes, we are.
I mean, he isn't limited for what he can do. Or doesn't really look that way. He's used that left arm pretty well. I really hope somebody beats him in a hair versus hair match. I'll be the first one to say that is probably the ugliest hairstyle in WWE. Like even the Katie Ramen looks a lot better than that.
Oh, wow. So what point of the show are you guys at right now?
Bron
I
just hit
just
just hit a clothesline over the table onto Montez.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I appear to be ahead of you guys now because I had a couple of breaks in there. So I tried to do the fast forward thing after the break half finished, but
Well, we got cut to a hot tag spot just now.
Yeah.
okay.
Or an attempted hot tag spot.
You guys see any double elbow happen?
Not yet.
Yeah, I just got it.
Yep.
Okay.
There it is.
4 men, 4 speed, 1
Perfect.
shape. Welcome to the Raw Patrol.
I am pretty much at the same point now. I just went back a little bit. So been a great match though. Like I've been able to see the entire thing so far, which is so nice. Yeah, it's been a good back and forth match, and then the ejection that happened there, and good work just happening there, right? And it doesn't look like a big garbage pile or a cluster at all.
Yeah.
It's just flowing smoothly, which is I'm happy about.
Yeah, this has been good sound tag team wrestling from both teams.
Oof.
Yeah.
5 across the eyes. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, they're definitely tagging each other on this one.
I mean, it's for the tag titles. You better tag somebody.
Right?
And that's the best time to say it because they're both looking to do just that.
I think Bron got confused as to where his corner was there for a second.
Well, after a double clothesline like that, I don't blame him. That was rough looking.
Yep. And then both men pushing the other to their respective partners for the hot tag on both sides.
Looks like sometimes there's happy little accidents that happen.
That's what I try to tell my parents about me.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
It looked like Austin Theory had tripped there, which gave just enough time for Montez to get up to that top rope before coming down after the tags happened. Happy little accident.
Bobby is rooting for the Street Profits. I think we all are.
Yep.
I'll be honest, I'm not. Just putting it out there.
I do like both teams, so I would love to see the Vision retain, but I do believe that it's going to the Profits.
I love how we have like a Freebird rule going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. And even when they won, right, they didn't mention who won. It was just the tag team championships were won by the Vision.
Yep.
Which
Paul Heyman did state that he put it in the contract. That's what he had done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That if any member of the Vision gets hurt, another member could take their place.
Right. And I love that idea.
Yeah.
And speaking of Vision members, how far away are we from Bronson Reed coming back?
It should be any time. We had figured last week that he was going to be back.
I'm
I have
calling
a
it.
feeling we'll see him on Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm calling him to help get Braun that win over Seth in the cage.
Yeah.
And it can then put Seth off onto a, side rivalry with the Vision and then come back to Braun later.
And that right there that you just saw, Braun Breaker throwing those steps into the ring, that is not a small feat. We just had the Canadian Wrestling's Elites come through here. I helped them set the ring up and help them set up the steel steps that they have as well. They are not light. So for him to, with ease, throw those in there, wow.
Well, Logan Paul has there. Oh, Joe Hendry.
Where did he even come from? He was just there.
Oh,
Say his name and he appears.
Logan Paul showed up with the brass knucks.
What in the David Blaine just happened?
We saw a YouTuber disappear.
Oh.
And now Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you make all the enemies.
Yeah. Somebody.
Where is
the
crowd?
Oh. the immense athleticism of Braun Breaker just to jump over the barricade like
Right.
that.
I still want to know why he took the long way, though.
Right. And now we have new tag team champions.
Yep.
See?
Wow.
I knew the colors were the spoiler.
Wow.
I just knew it.
Now there was shenanigans that happened,
Mm-hmm.
but they were so subtle
Yeah.
with them. They wasn't long, drawn out, any type of ridiculousness. Very quick with them, and it just made it feel like it flowed. Like this is what should have happened.
Yep.
Yep.
It was things that made sense to the storyline because we know Joe Hendry has his troubles with the Vision. We know Seth
Yeah.
Rollins has his troubles with the Vision.
And it seems like anything with LA Knight in the Vision has been taken away with the bloodline. So I think it's safe to say that LA Knight is no longer concerned with the Vision.
Yeah.
So I'm going to point this out. We got 4-on-3. We're talking about Bronson Reed coming back. That would make it a 4-on-4. Is this what you're leaning towards for this year's War Games?
It's a very strong possibility.
Yeah, I'm okay with that idea, to be honest. Yeah, I think I am definitely okay with that.
And then hear me out. But Paul Heyman adds Brock Lesnar, and then Oba Femi is added on the other side.
Then
Okay.
just expect complete destruction.
Yeah. Is this where we see the side of the War Games cage get blown out if Oba and Brock go crashing into it?
You might have to see that rule that if you escape the cage or leave the cage in any way, that a forfeiture happens. If that's the case.
But what happens if they both go out at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the question lies.
Yeah.
Go to the replay and see who hit the floor first.
Yeah.
Nope. It's a Luger Brett scenario.
Yeah.
It's a Cena Batista.
Yeah. So many scenarios, like just wild.
Yeah.
Huh.
But
Okay.
yeah, that's your final Raw before Night of Champions. So going around the horn, starting with you, Carl, your thoughts on the go home episode of Monday Night Raw?
So I was able to see it twice, which I am definitely okay with because this one had me gripped. I was with the show, right? So everything that happened seemed to fall into place, not only just as a go home show, but to solidify what will happen in the future as well. Right? We getting those little things like from Raquel that we saw tonight, right? Where she seems to be kind of in the mindset of, I'm not understanding what is happening anymore. And this is just rude.
Yeah.
Right. To now, maybe she's gonna, leave. Maybe she's gonna, do something, maybe she's gonna, who knows, right? But then you've got this tag team championships that just changed hands. Now, are we solidifying, like we just talked about, a little bit further into the future, going to Survivor Series War Games, which, is only a few months away, right? everything just seemed to really fall and fit into place. The inclusion of Danhausen, I absolutely loved, and with the Judgment Day this time, and it's just everything had its purpose tonight, is how it feels.
Yeah.
Best.
I'm totally with Carl on this one. I've said this time and time again about our go home shows. I love that the go home shows not only build to what to expect that weekend for the pay-per-view, but what to expect afterwards for the pay-per-view. Like as Carl alluded to, the possible War Games match. Now we've got a possible Joe Hendry versus the Vision. We've got Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. Now we've got new tag team champions, and now there's where there's an open question. There's who is the first one to step up to the Street Profits. They just made the summer very intriguing for me for the WWE.
Definitely one of the better go-home shows of the year. We got the surprises in the right spots with, Lyra turning on Bayley. And I love that because now it's a new direction and a new attitude for Lyra, and I hope that they keep it and that they can push her a little bit more out of this. You've got the questions now, again, around the tag team division, around the King and Queen of the Ring as well.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, for as consistent as it flowed, was actually a needle mover for me. I am ready for it. I'm not ready to start booking and really looking at War Games yet. I wait until after SummerSlam for that one. But you had those right returns. You get the Joe Hendry pop in the UK. And so, yeah, just a fantastic, fantastic show.
Yeah, and just think about it. In 6 weeks, we're already talking about SummerSlam being in the past. That's how quick that's going to be. So very intriguing that they're just putting this potential out there. They haven't even put anything in concrete, but it's out there. So we always talked about it earlier, how if by chance we get a War Games match, we want a little bit of a story beforehand, and I think we could be seeing that develop as we speak. And I like that. I like the fact that we do have Night of Champions in just a few days, and we know what we're going to get. We're going to get that steel cage match. We're going to get Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, and we got a tease of those two tonight. We know we're going to get both the King and Queen of the Ring finals, and we got a tease of those tonight. And you don't have to do much. You don't need any physicality because both of these feuds are kind of there. We're already locked in. We don't need the physicality for the tournament because it takes away from the tournament itself.
Mm-hmm.
And with Braun and Seth, you don't need that because we want to see just the carnage that comes with their steel cage match.
Yeah.
We had a lot of focus on the tag team titles, and I think that's very good. We started and finished off with tag team championship matches. So there's that little emphasis on the tag team division. And then we saw Ethan Page and Dragon Lee fight over the pecking order to get the Penta and the Intercontinental Championship. And as you guys alluded to, we saw a dynamite thrown between Bayley and Lyra.
Yeah,
And we didn't get anything with Sol Ruka or Roman Reigns. So those are two titles that we still can talk about at a later time. So just when you think you got a lot, there's still more to take. And I kind of like that we're coming back for more next week, which is going to be a lot of fun, especially now that this European trip is pretty much over as they're heading into Saudi Arabia for the weekend and then going back, I believe they're back in the States next week.
Yeah.
So very a lot to take in, but a lot more that we can get as well. And I like that.
Yeah.
So I guess on that note, I'm Dynamic. Take us home.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, we remind you the world is better with you in it. From all of us here at the Raw Patrol and Turnbuckle Studios, to those of you out there, wherever you are, good night, good luck, we out.